And our correspondent Devanshu Tomar spoke to BJP's spokesperson Sudhanshu Trivedi on BJP's decisive lead in 3 states. Take a listen.
Joined by Sudhanshu Trivedi. So what do you have to say about BJP winning in all the 3 states and defeating Congress?
I think now the results are showing a particular pattern and the picture is becoming gradually clear. And the picture which is indicating is that BJP is all set to get a very significant and prominent and massive victory in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. I think it is because of the credibility of Shri Narendra Modi as the leader and the policies which he has undertaken. And this shows that the people of the country is gradually having more and more confidence in Shri Narendra Modi ji. So I can say in one sentence that now the politics of India is becoming modified.
Losing another state in South, do you think losing in Telangana would affect the 2024 election?
I think this type of interpretation is not appropriate because if we would have already in the government, then you can say losing the government. Okay. The government has been lost by BRS. Right. And now the Congress is gaining there. But as far as BJP is concerned, I think we have made a very impressive presence right now. And when the final results will come, we will be having a very substantial leap in the percentage of votes.
My last question, what worked in this election that would work as a milestone in 2024?
The confidence of people in the ability and credibility of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. So it has now become very clear कि इस देश में एक ही गारंटी है, मोदी की गारंटी, and rest of the all are dhapor shank means rest of the all are just for paw.
Thank you so much.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by political analyst Mr. Sumant C. Raman from Chennai. Welcome to the show, Mr. Raman.
Well, thank you for having me.
Mr. Raman, the trends clearly show that Narendra Modi's BJP has swept the Hindi belt states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, while Congress leads in Telangana. How do you assess these trends?
I think it's a massive setback for the Congress because had it been had they held on at least to Chhattisgarh, then they could have claimed that Madhya Pradesh was the only state where they sort of had a setback because Rajasthan was expected to go against them anyway because of the anti-incumbency over the in the state, which happens every 5 years. So I think the fact that they're not held on to Chhattisgarh is a massive setback. I think the rout in Madhya Pradesh, it's not just a defeat in Madhya Pradesh, it is now the BJP is at 160 plus. So, and the Congress is at 65 or 66. So, it's a rout in Madhya Pradesh, let's face it. And I think that that is a massive setback leading into 2024. I think that some of the arrogance will have to be, given up. For instance, they refused seats to the Samajwadi Party in Madhya Pradesh. So I think that was a mistake. They should have gone, not that might have changed the final result, but even 10-15 minutes ago, the votes of the Samajwadi Party plus the Congress was more than the votes of the BJP in 5 seats. So I think that there's going to be a lot of serious introspection needed for the Congress, and the win in Telangana is not so much of a consolation because from a 2024 perspective, Telangana is not a very hugely significant state, whereas Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan are certainly big states.
Yes, Mr. Raman, you speak of how these trends are a major setback for the Congress party. Now, and you speak of Congress's loss in the state of Chhattisgarh. Early trends pitched Congress and the BJP neck and neck, and now BJP has taken a decisive lead. What did not work out for the Congress party this time?
If you look at the vote trends that we have so far, the entire southern tribal belt, the Bastar region, the Congress is leading in only 2 seats. And everywhere else in the Bastar region, whether it is in Jagdalpur or areas around that, complete tribal belt has been swept by BJP. It is a complete reversal of what happened 5 years ago when the Congress actually swept the tribal belt. So that is one. Then in the northern part of Chhattisgarh, the only place where the Congress has held on is in central Chhattisgarh. The urban pockets again have gone back to BJP, and even Mr. Baghel is having a narrow lead. I think it was 5,000-6,000 votes some time back, and Mr. Singhdeo, the Deputy Chief Minister, was actually trailing till about 15-20 minutes ago. So I think that this is a big setback for the Congress party. They were possibly overconfident the way the opinion polls were predicting a comfortable victory for the party, and even the exit polls, most of the exit polls showed that the Congress would retain Chhattisgarh.
Yes.
I think that there has been some level of complacency, and that has led to this loss. And what it means for the Congress party is, again, in the Hindi heartland, where they take on the BJP, the Congress continues to lose election after election. The only real change that we have seen is, the win which came in Karnataka, and the win which they had in Himachal Pradesh. So other than that, wherever they've contested in the recent times, it's been a defeat, even though the BJP did not even project a chief ministerial candidate in Chhattisgarh. Nobody even knew. Even now, we don't know whether Dr. Aman Singh will be, or it's going to be somebody else. So I think that this is a disastrous move for the Congress party, and they need to do some serious introspection now.
Right, Mr. Raman. And how do you think the India Alliance are looking at these results, with Congress losing in two states that it was ruling, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh?
The India Alliance partners will be quite delighted with these results, because this means that the bargaining power of the Congress is now completely gone. So vis-a-vis all the other alliance partners, they will drive a hard bargain. If the Congress doesn't want to take it, too bad. I mean, they would be quite happy to drop the Congress and go on their own. So I think that this weakens the Congress party. It also cements in some ways the India Alliance, because the Congress has nowhere else to go now. So they can't take on the BJP on their own. So I think that in some ways, this will help bring the India Alliance partners closer. But on the other hand, it may actually push the BRS towards the BJP now. So that's something that could decisively sway a few seats in Telangana. So it's an interesting kind of mix. What we know for sure is Prime Minister Modi's charisma and his appeal continues unabated in the Hindi belt. The South and the North are becoming two different entities electorally, where the BJP finds it difficult to sustainably be in power in any southern state, and in the north, they have no problems whatsoever. So big changes, and in the run-up to 2024, BJP would remain firm favorites for the Lok Sabha elections.
Right, Mr. Raman, we'll have to wait and see the impact of these elections in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. But thanks very much for joining us on WION and sharing your insights with us.